มาหลังจากพาร์ทที่แล้วเราได้เจอกับน้องเรนนี่แล้วนะฮะมาดูกันว่าเราจะได้รู้เรื่องราวอะไรเกี่ยวกับน้องเรนนี่กันต่อในพาร์ทนี้กันดีกว่าโดยภารกิจตอนนี้เขาบอกว่าให้ไปที่ห้องถัดไปนะเผื่อจะได้เจอกับเรื่องราวเพิ่มเติมไป
Come on.
You're okay. Come on.
ไม่เป็นไรนะบวก
Careful, careful.
อันนี้คือคนที่เราเจอจากในอีกโลกหนึ่งนะฮะน้องลอยขึ้นมามีพลังของบีชเต็มไปหมด
Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it
พอ
seems.
เธอฝันร้ายก็จะ
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
ทำให้สารคาร์บอนมันโฟลว์ในร่างกาย
Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
ข้อมือคุณจะโอเคหรือเปล่าเนี่ยก็น่าจะนะ
We ran some blood and DNA tests on her
ทดสอบเลือดกับ DNA
and
ของ
checked
เธอ
her
แล้ว
for signs of injury.
ดูว่า
As
มี
far
อา
as we
การ
can tell
บาดเจ็บ
from
ห
a
รือเปล่า
medical
เท่า
perspective,
ที่
her
รู้
health is in perfect condition.
ก็
But
แข็ง
that
แรงดี
doesn't make
สุด
the chrystalloid shell in which we found her any less troubling.
ๆแต่ก็ไม่ได้
Not
แปล
to
ว่า
mention
สิ่ง
the
ที่เราเจอ
tar-like
มันจะ
fluid
ปลอด
that
ภัย
came pouring out of
มัน
it.
มีสารทาเต็มไปหม
We're
ด
still analyzing both.
เราก็พยายาม
And there's more.
แล้วก็ยัง
You mean
มี
those
เพิ่มเติม
suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them.
ซักเกอร์ก็คือไอซี่มันเป็นเหมือนตุ่มๆ
Much
ตามส่
closer
วน
to a
ไม่รู้คืออะไร
chiral rash, I would say.
มันเป็น
You
แผล
know
จา
how
กไครอ
chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps?
บางทีมันก็คล้ายอาการ
It's like
ขนลุก
that.
ของมนุษย์
Except a fair bit worse.
แต่มันดูแย่กว่านิดหน่อย
The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
ดูเหมือนว่าจะ
We
มีผลกับ
suspect
กา
she
ร
has dooms too.
สัมผัสแล้วเขาคาดว่า
when
เธอ
she's
จะมีพลัง
levitating,
ดูมส์
She's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
เหมือน
And
ได้รับ
that space
รับรู้
or
ถึง
realm
ฝัน
she
ร้าย
left behind to
น่าจะ
come
เป็น
here.
พื้นที่นั่นหรือว่าอะไรก็ตามทำให้เธอ
The fellow we
Matini
saw
died.
called it
คนที่เรา
Nirvana.
เจอเรียกมันว่าเนวาน่า
But to me, it looked like the land of the
มัน
dead.
ก็เหมือนเป็นสถาน
Even
ที่ของ
so
คนตาย
She's a living human being,
แต่เธอก็ยังเป็น
and I
คนนะ
believe
นะ
that she was born in that
เรา
place.
คิดว่าเธอน่าจะเกิดที่นั่น
After things settled down,
ถ้าทุกอย่าง
I spoke with her for
โอ
a
เคแล้ว
little,
เดี๋ยวจะลองคุยกั
or
บเธอ
tried
ดู
to.
หรือไม่ก็
She
พ
was
ยายา
still
ม
in shock,
เธอยังจะช็อก
which made it harder to communicate.
คงยากที่จะสื่อสารกันได้
Did she tell you her name?
เธอได้พูดถึงชื่อหรือเปล่า
Doesn't seem like she has one,
เธอจะไม่มีชื่อนะ
as far as I could tell.
เท่าที่ฉัน
So
คิดว่า
I named her
เรามา
myself.
ตั้งชื่อให้ดีกว่า
Tomorrow.
ชื่อว่า tomorrow
Tomorrow, huh?
อ๋อน้อง tomorrow กลับมาที่ห้องละมาดูกันว่าเขาจะให้เราเตรียมอะไรแซมวิชาลีเองเราได้รับรายงานจากดิแกนไปดูกิจกรรมแปลกๆที่ทางตะวันตกเราคงจะปล่อยไปไม่ได้ ไปที่เทอร์มินอลของ DHV เพื่อรับออเดอร์เพิ่มเติมโอเคมีอะไรให้เราตรวจสอบตรงนี้ไหมไปคุยกับดอแมน
Tomorrow,
tomorrow นั่นเหรอ
a mysterious young woman from the world of the dead.
ลึกลับ
I hope
มา
she
จาก
makes
โล
a
กแห่งความ
swift
ตาย
recovery.
ขอให้เธอหายไวๆแล้วกันโอเคครับงั้นเราขึ้นข้างบนใครโทรบอกว่าผมมา
Before I forget, Sam,
ก่อนที่จะลืมมาแซม
it seems you left some cargo behind outside the Northern Environmental Observatory,
ด้านนอกนอร์เทิร์น
where the tar bubbled up before we were whisked away to the other side. You remember all that excitement, yes?
ต้องรีบไปก่อนที่จะถู
Anyway,
กลืมกิน
Carmen
เข้าไป
was kind enough to collect your cargo for
คาร์แมน
us.
เอาของมาให้แล้ว
Placed in your private locker aboard the DHV
ล็อกเกอ
Magellan.
ร์บน DHV Magellan
Sam, we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory.
จาก Northern
Brigands
Environment
to the west of the
Observatory
facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons
เหมือนพวก
and
เก
have
มได้
taken
อา
it
วุธ
back
มาก
to
มาย
their
ไป
base. This
แล้วก็เอา
happened
กลับไปที่ฐาน
shortly
ของพวก
after
เขา
the recent tarfall abated.
น่าจะมีผล
The surrounding area
พา
was
ฟอลที่
littered
เกิด
with
ขึ้น
a
ล่าสุด
massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar.
ทำให้มันมี
The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could
เหมือนใช้
and
จังห
hauling
วะ
it
ในการ
back
ไป
to
ข
their
โมยของ
encampment.
จาก
This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field.
แล้วก็เรากำลังดู
These
ว่า
ones
พว
are
ก
wearing
แกน
red
พวกใหม่นั้น
reinforced armor accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to
แต่
damage.
พวกนั้นจะแข็งแกร่ง
Melee and
เป็นตัว
electrical
สีแดง
attacks
มี
are
แสงเรืองแสง
especially
ด้วย
ineffective against them.
บางอุ
These
ปกรณ์
units
ก็อาจ
have
จะใช้ได้แต่พวกนั้น
clearly
ไม่ได้
been outfitted for close quarters combat.
โอเค
And their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least.
เหมือนกับว่ามันแข็ง
Their
แกร่งจนเราต้อง
presence
ระมัดระวัง
likely
มากขึ้น
indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of
พ
some
วกมัน
sort.
เตรียมตัวที่จะบุกอะไร
If
บาง
we
อย่าง
ignore this development,
ถ้าเรา
the brigands
ปล่อย
could
ผ่าน
use
เรื่อง
their
นี้แล้วก็
new toys
มัน
to
อาจจะใช้
attack the
อุปกรณ์
observatory.
ต่างๆไปโจม
And
ตี
there's
ที่
no telling
observatory
what
นั่น
might happen then.
แล้วก็คง
So
ต้อง
we
เดา
need
แล้
to
วว่าจะ
seize
เกิด
all
อะไร
of
ขึ้น
them before they have a
เรา
chance
ต้อง
to
รีบไป
do
ยึดมัน
so.
มาก่อนที่พว
Moreover,
กมันจะทำได้
the latest data from the observatory
ข้อมูล
strongly
ล่าสุดจาก
suggests an
observatory
explosion of some sort
ได้
occurred
บอก
just
ว่า
beneath the Earth's surface
มัน
not long
มีการระ
ago.
เบิดเกิดขึ้น
APAS analyzed the shockwave and has
APAS ก็ได้
concluded
ทำการ
that it is consistent
ตรวจ
with
สอ
the
บแล้ว
type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance.
มันอาจจะเกิดจากการ
This leads us to
เจาะอะไร
believe that the
สักอย่าง
cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive
เพราะฉะนั้น
material.
อุปกรณ์ที่ทางโปรแกรม
Directly
นี้อาจจะเป็น
assaulting the
เรื่องของ
brigands
ระเบิด
using
เช่นกัน
firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region.
ต้องรีบจัดการ
Any
ใน
sort
งาน
of catastrophic
ส่งผลกับ
explosion may also have an adverse
region
impact on the tar currents.
อาจจะ
It
ทำ
is
ให้สาร
therefore critical
ระบบ
that
ทาง
you
นั้น
avoid
แปร
combat
ปรวน
and
ได้
secure the cargo without alerting them if
ก็
possible.
พยายามเข้าไปอย่าให้
I
มัน
implore you to take on this main
โผล่ผาย
order,
มาก
Sam.
ก็ต้องฝาก
And
ด้วย
soon.
โอเค ยาวเหยียดมากๆ recovery โอ้ยังไงโดยตรงเลยเนี่ยพุ่งไปรับโดยตรง มาไหนดูซิมีอะไรให้เราอัปเกรดบ้าง Cap Boost Strand Contract เราจะรับเหมือนเรารับงานได้มากขึ้นหรือเปล่า Projectile Prediction อาจจะเป็นของใช้ได้นะ เอาอันนี้ก่อนแล้วกันโอเคปาปุกกระปุกนี่ก็มีหลายภารกิจที่ยังไม่ได้ทำนะจริงๆมันก็มีถนนอยู่ทางเลี้ยวขวาไปนี่ก็น่าจะสะดวกสุดแล้วล่ะไปจอดเอาใกล้ๆไปโอ้มีคนทำมาก่อนแล้วไม่มีแผนถนนดีกว่าดูดิว่าเรามีของอะไรช่วยทำอะไรบ้าง
Okay.
35 อันนี้ใช้เมทัลตัวนี้แต่เซรามิกไม่มีขาด101ครับเซรามิกแต่ไม่มีครับยังต้องไปเบิกมาเราลองไปเบิกที่ USB ก่อนยามันลอยอยู่ขึ้นไหนเลยเดี๋ยวเราลองไปดูที่สูงก่อนน้องลูชอบเซรามิก material เราเอาอันนี้ไปก่อน2เลยเซรามิกอันนี้น่าจะได้ใช้ยาวๆเซรามิกอีกเมื่อกี้มันใช้เท่าไหร่วะมี1ยังไงเอาไปก่อนเคมีคอลเกมขึ้นรถตัวเรามีอุปกรณ์อะไรต้องใช้ไหมบัตรแบ็คเราเหลือน้อยจังอะเอาไปอีก3รองเท้า1 ปืนมี2กระบอกจริงๆปืนนี้ก็น่าจะติดไว้อันหนึ่งดีไหมเมเซอร์เกเนตลอนเชอร์เอาไปก่อนเลยบัตรแบ็กใส่พาวช์ไม่ได้อะเอ๋เดี๋ยวใส่หลังก่อนแองออนบูทคลิปโอเคแอนกันโอเคสวยเดี๋ยวนะขอดูบัตรแบ็กเราอ๋อนี่ไงมันพังออฟโหลดแล้วก็เอา3อันนี้ Security Pouch อันนี้ขึ้นรถ Blood Grenade ก็เต็มแล้วนี่หว่าไม่เป็นไรเอาไปก่อน Battle Skeleton Tar Cannon โอเคไปแวะทำก่อนไม่มีโอกาสลองใช้หอคอยดูก่อนเอามันใช้ไม่ได้เหรอโอ้กดปิดปุ่ม Remote Observation Press to access Ring Terminal then place the cursor ไหนวะหลอกวันทำไมกระตุกจังเลยครับพี่ชายโอ้น่าจะต้องเอารถไปนะเนี่ยไปขนดีกว่าโอเคค่อยๆไปถนนไม่ถึงไหนหรือเปล่าแต่เหมือนเมื่อกี้เห็นสะพานอยู่ซ้ายมือเดี๋ยวนะที่ฝากรถก่อน
Feels good.
Definitely not alone.
15 คน Let's go อะไรเต็มหลัง เราน่าจะแอบไม่ได้ปืนพกไอ้รถคันนั้นต้องโดนอ่ะเก็บกันหนึ่งต่อยเอามาไม่ง่ายมันมีเกาะมีโล่อะโอเคน่าจะหมดละโอเคงั้นเราไปเอาของหลักๆกลับบ้านก่อน
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
พวกเราอยู่ไหนนะเตรียมรถศัตรูกันแล้วกัน
Generator. Wouldn't want to be near that if it released its charge.
ทำไมของเรามันตกลงมาวะเนี่ยโอเค
Stretch my legs.
Did you really go out and steal all that stuff from the brigands? Way to go, Sam. Let me get started on processing your haul. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind. You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done. We want you to have this data as thanks. We've increased your allocation of materials. Our way of saying thanks.
Now displaying your current order grade.
The guidepost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost, even at night. And when you do place them, you'll find they're useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, we've also made it so you can now use your PCC to fabricate bridges up to 80 meters in length. The rivers ahead of you are prone to flooding, so I imagine extra long bridges will be especially handy. Oh, and Sam, there's actually one other thing I wanted to talk about. Call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar. This would destabilize the currents over a large area. Needless to say, both these items could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, we've really dodged a bullet. But what I'd like to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place. Can't chalk it up to pure chance. Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Order completed. Well done. We appreciate it.
Stop it.
Someone doesn't like shoes? She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, tomorrow. We don't do that.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle.
You must be tired, Sam. Get some rest.
assignment waiting for you. I'll need to brief you on upcoming objectives as well. Access the delivery terminal at the Northern Environmental Observatory to take on this main order.
As usual, Drawbridge can't help but run its people ragged. Tomorrow seemed to react negatively to overstimulation. This is likely just a defensive mechanism, so to speak. A way to safeguard her mind from the strange and unfamiliar. At times like these, it's best to limit the number of people attempting to help the distressed individual. So let's trust in Rainy and Fragile to take care of her. You've been receiving more dangerous orders. I respect your willingness to undertake them without any fuss. Please, don't hesitate to rely on me for assistance if you ever find yourself in need of it. While I'm incapable of fighting like you, if you throw me toward your enemies, I can keep them distracted for a short while at least. You know, Sam, I was just thinking. The Brigands' vehicles are of a rather antiquated design, significantly different from the standard pickup off-roader. You won't be able to get them repaired at distribution centers or on the DHV Magellan. Can't even store them in a garage. They're enemy property, after all. Too risky to bring inside our facilities. Could be booby-trapped. I'd not get into the habit of using them too often if I were you.
Sam, by linking up the various sites farther to the north, you'll eventually be able to establish a connection to Hartman's facility. In short, it's time to tackle the northern part of the continent. Start by bringing the F2 South distribution center into the network. Some of the staff there are former residents of Cape Fort Knot who managed to escape the city before it was swallowed up by the tar. In addition to overseeing distribution operations, they also protect the facility from would-be assailants. Unfortunately, local chiral contamination levels are extremely high, leading to disturbing reports of paranormal phenomena near the facility. The cargo you're tasked with delivering should aid staff in dealing with this issue. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal to proceed.
This cargo has been designated Do Not Submerge.
Order accepted. Thank you.
You'll be in my thoughts.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route.
You're with Drawbridge, I presume. Yeah, you seem like the genuine article. Welcome. Hope it wasn't too hard to track. I'll just need a moment to check your cargo. No denying this is in fine condition. How about that? You have been making a real difference around here. Keep it up, all right? All right. Go ahead and put us on the chiral network.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So we've been linked up, at last. There's also the necrobiotes you brought us as well. Feels like we finally turned a corner.
For our part, we've shared data for some custom vehicle components, as well as some sturdy combat boots. I'm sure the vehicle parts in particular will come in handy for combat and cargo retrieval. You need all the help you can get, because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands. They're a bunch of fools who won't hesitate to kill people, with no shortage of lethal weaponry. Though I'll be damned if I know where they got it. Make sure you're prepared before you head their way. Speaking of which, those combat boots ought to add some serious power to your kicks. You might want to equip a pair if you intend on getting up close and personal.
They're not something just anyone should be messing with. Their affinity with the dead makes them dangerous. But that's also why we can use them to prevent the dead from attacking us. With that kind of power at our disposal, we can put people's minds at ease. Could solve all kinds of problems, I'm sure.
We've uploaded some schematics for pickup off-roader parts. One of them is a heavy machine gun. It automatically acquires and fires at targets in range. It uses MP bullets for added versatility. It's effective not only against human enemies like armed survivalists, but BTs as well. The other part is a sticky cannon. When mounted, it independently scans for cargo in the vehicle's vicinity and collects it. You'll find it makes rounding up dropped cargo easier than ever. And who wouldn't want that? Pickup off-roaders can be equipped with 2 parts like these simultaneously. So choose whatever's best for the situation at hand. Some people have called me that. A while back, we had a situation with this group that went around looting whatever supplies they felt like. And I was the boxing champ who went up against these guys and sent them all packing with nothing but his bare fists. That's the story they tell, but it sure as hell ain't the truth. I didn't charge gallantly into battle and beat the shit out of them. I approached them in peace so we could work it out. I asked why they were stealing from other people, and they said it was because they didn't have the skills to live any other way. So I taught them other ways to survive, trained them a bit. Nothing more than that, really. In the end, all we had to do was talk to each other. They weren't like the other riffraff you find around here. And they're still here. In fact, working in this facility. If anyone around here deserves to be called a hero, it's you, Sam. I mean, you're the one trekking across Australia trying to bring everyone together. Anyway, right now, we're trying to develop equipment tailored to close combat specialists. If we succeed, anyone will be capable of fighting as well as the so-called Golden Fist. Feel free to lend a hand if our project interests you. Thanks again. We're glad to have you in our corner. With your support, we'll be able to do so much more for others. Stay strong and keep doing your thing. We're in this fight together.
Sam, you're the best. Now get yourself back to the DHV Magellan and take a load off. Just so you know, tomorrow's been doing much better. Pay her a visit when you can, okay?
Order completed. Well done. Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
Feels good.
Very impressive work, Sam. I will always support you.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Raindrops are falling on my head. Oh, just a little longer, okay? Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. You know this song? So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Okay.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
Are you alright, Sam? That was a gatequake just now. It seems West Fort Knott was hit hard, and their Cairo printer is no longer working. I'm afraid we won't be able to continue expanding the network until it's back up and running. Pick up your next main order via the terminal at the F2 South Distribution Center.
That's right, to sleep.
Necrobiotes are fascinating, and they seem to have become more commonplace lately as well, ever since you and I were swallowed up by that tarfall, to be specific. This sudden increase in the population should be considered yet another example of an environmental anomaly. If we successfully extend the network across the continent and trigger a plate gate to appear, such anomalies should begin to wane. So, Samson Hook from the F2 South Distribution Center is not a man to be trifled with, no sir. I did some research, and I found he's a popular local figure, beloved by one and all, it seems. Known as the Golden Fist as well. But don't misunderstand. I'd wager the people's love for him is not rooted solely in his considerable martial prowess.
it out okay. Those tremors were intense, but we're doing fine here. I think West Fort Knott got the worst of it, though. Your cargo has already been prepared. If you could deliver it to West Fort Knott as quickly as you can, that'd be great. We need to support each other at times like these, so pick up the priority order from the delivery terminal right away. I'm counting on you, Sam.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Playing archived footage from this location.
up there!
route creation. Delivery.
Gotcha.
โ
Sam, I'm so glad to see you again. We just got hit by a massive quake. I was afraid you might have got hurt out there, or worse. Anyway, I'll check your cargo. Well, I wasn't expecting to receive this in such great shape. You're something else. Found some of our missing stuff, did you? I thought this was gone for good. It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to return the favor with this data. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Thank you so much. We should be able to get our chiral printer in working order now. I've never felt tremors like that before, not even when the tar currents were acting up. It makes me pretty concerned about other folks living nearby. But at least the monorail you patched up seems to be none the worse for wear. Hey, out of curiosity, have you restored any of the other large mines? They'd be a great source of materials if you were ever in need. Are you familiar with the island that lies north of our facility here at West Fort Knott? Well, there's a shelter on that island. The man who lives there only cares about his research and never talks to anyone. But I can't help worrying that he might have been hurt during the tremors. There are a few large mines in the northern part of the continent, not far from where you'll find North Fort Knott. Or where you used to be able to find it, I should say, before it was wiped off the map by a void out. As for the mines, no one knows if they were obliterated too. But if you happen to be headed that way, you might want to see if they're still around. You've been such a big help to us. Rest assured, our staff will see that everyone gets their share of the aid packages you delivered. A lot of people are going to be singing your praises before too long. Best of luck to you with everything.
Thanks for all your hard work. Everything there seems to be in order. But one cannot help but wonder what other facilities were affected. Anyway, you can pick up your next order from the F2 South Distribution Center. This one's a rescue mission, Sam. Someone's been taken hostage by the armed survivalists, and we need you to extract them to safety. The survivalists have been known to kill people, so you'll want to take extra care when preparing for this one. Oh, and it seems the tar currents have finally stabilized. So the D3 Magellan should be able to travel without issue. Call us if you need us. All right, Sam. Good luck.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Just look at that view!
Feels good.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Fucking rocks! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Fucking rocks!
Hey, glad you can make it. I'll check the orders on file now. How did you manage to get it here without even a single scratch? You must be some kind of miracle worker. This cargo's been missing for a while now. You did...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
See you.
Order completed. Well,
Commencing route creation. Delivery route.
order accepted. Thank you. The rest safe. I will always support you.
That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
I see you're back. I'll process you quick. Just sit tight and give me a minute. Seriously? Are you really giving us all of this? Didn't expect you to waltz in with... It's thanks to you that we're in a position to share this data. Go ahead. Give it a look. Bet you could use more materials, no? Which is why we're increasing your on-site allocation.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This schematic is for combat power gloves. Slip them on, and you'll find you hit harder than ever before. No one will be able to match your strength in close combat, that's for sure. They also have a function that lets you harness energy before delivering a devastating electrical area attack. Any enemies caught in the surge will absorb a concentrated electrical charge, resulting in massive damage. So even if you encounter foes with formidable defenses down the road, you'll have no trouble defeating them with these gloves. As an added benefit, they'll also improve your ability to keep your balance and climb, which should make a difference in your delivery work. Using them will consume battery power though. See that you don't run out and find yourself at a disadvantage. We don't intend to stop our research anytime soon, so you can look forward to other inventions.
Order completed. Well done. vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. This order is a hostage rescue operation. The target for extraction is this man. He was conducting a search in a mining region when communications abruptly ceased. He went there at the behest of the Dowser, who resides at the next facility you need to link up. Take heed that the mine in question is currently under the control of the armed survivalists, a faction whose members have no reservations about using lethal force and should be considered a serious threat. To make matters worse, some of them have been observed wearing armor as well as active skeletons. Such enemies will possess increased mobility and defensive capabilities. It would therefore be prudent to bring equipment to counter these advantages. There's no telling how much longer they'll keep the hostage alive. Moreover, saving him may help us to pursue future objectives in this region and beyond. Regardless, this is a matter of life and death for the Dowser's friend. Give your preparations all due consideration. He's counting on you, Sam.
Order accepted. Thank you.